What did you see with the scrum near the end of the game? What did you see from the bench?
I just see the aftermath, if you like. I don't know if anything in particular happened. I don't know which of the officials seen it, but they've seen a few things that didn't happen tonight happen, like the free kick that leads to their goal. So it's if you get involved talking about referees, you can get yourself in trouble. So it's not something that I'll do.
Speaking of that last free kick, Jordan getting in on a slide looked like he really grew into the game once he got more comfortable. What were your thoughts on his
Yeah, he was fantastic tonight. That's a guy that's coming into a group. He's an academy player, and that's what we do. We expose these guys to these games, and the level of performance was brilliant from him tonight. A little bit difficult in the first half, but he really grew into the game. Good going forward, great deliveries when he got in. Timing his tackles defensively was fantastic, and not even a referee, a linesman decides it's a bad tackle when it's not, and the kid gets punished and the team gets punished. But in terms of his performance and what we could control and what he could control, I think he was excellent.
You talk about bringing kids in. You brought in Will Riley into a game that was really tight, really physical, and really tense. What did you see from him, and what makes you bring him into that game to throw him into the fire like that?
I think the qualities that he showed. I think you could see from what he did when he was on the field the reasons that we brought him on. He can handle the ball, he makes good movements to receive it, he's controlled in possession, and he fights to win it back. So he's everything that you want in a midfield player. He's still like Jordan, like Brandon Claggett that played recently too, Tubbs that's been with us. So there's a good crop of young lads coming through. I was fortunate enough to see them with the 17s, and we're exposing them to this environment, and they're handling it, so it's been great.
In the locker room before games, do you expect Benny to be the one scoring not just one but 2 goals in his first goals tonight?
Yeah, we're always hopeful. We've got a number of players that can finish. We see it regularly in training. I think we've seen games where we've been very good box to box. I think we're probably not quite as good as we have been in terms of possession tonight, in terms of the number of passes we play and how clinical and decisive we were with the possession. But strangely, we were a little bit worse in possession, but we've managed to finish a couple of goals, which made up for the lapses at the back that gave them a couple of chances.
They're very aggressive with their press, and we just talked to what George says. You don't want them to just knock it out to midfield. Talk about that maturation of those guys being able to handle the press from Dylan, that goalkeeper, onto your defenders and that chain of action.
Yeah, there's a bravery to play. It's very easy to knock it forward. I think there's a lot of teams that will say they're teams that play or whatever, and then they don't, and they kick it forward at every opportunity, but they want to tell people to play. I think we do what we say we do. We're trying to build, we're trying to grow footballers to make them better players, braver on the ball so they can handle a bigger environment when their opportunity comes. And I think they're all handling it. Dylan in the goal has been great with his feet. The improvement in him has been incredible. So in terms of game time and getting a run of games, it's been good for Dylan. You can see his confidence to choose the right pass being a lot better. The guys playing out the back, Lawrence, George, Wesley, playing good passes and being brave enough to take the ball.
You talk about George and Wesley playing together, especially early in the season when they played together. That consistency really seemed to carry the back line to step up.
Yeah, I think they get a run of games together. They're always going to be slightly better than they have been. So they're both. I think we forget how young they are. George Campbell's still 17 years old. Mm-hmm. George's still 17 years old. So he's still growing into his body, but he's, like I say, he's got that bravery to play. He's going to play in a homegrown game next week, which he's fully deserved the recognition that's coming his way. He's taking in information. Anytime he's making mistakes, he wants to learn, he wants to get better, and I think you saw quite a mature performance performance from George today, in terms of his use of the ball defensively. Everything about him was fantastic today.
Just came for the
Gave up the goal early, then struck right back, and then even after the game got tied, created a half chance really late with Bienvenue, and then pressed really hard late after the last few games, which have been kind of tough.
Yeah.
How did it feel to see the team just bounce right back, not get their head down after going down and then drawing?
Yeah, I think it's in them to do well. They've got a determination to do well. The results recently have been individual mistakes here and there, and we've really been punished. I think tonight, you wouldn't have thought it was undeserved if we came back and slightly more quality in the final third, we win the game. Even at the end, I think the referee puts up 3 minutes, and I don't know if he played any, I'm not really sure. And we're on the break when the ball comes back in play. But he decides to blow his whistle because the game's maybe getting out of hand, but not on. The referees are there to apply the laws of the game, they're not there to cut the game short. But maybe if it goes the correct length of time, we get another opportunity.
Anything else?